it's supposed to feel.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life. I never miss, that's fact, taking big swings, bitch, hand me the bat, put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag, cause I sing what I mean and I bring it to the mad light. Ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel, I took the red pill, I know life's short so I wanna live real, but how's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? They wanna say my name, but they holding back. They wanna say they hate, but they know it's cap. I ain't play no games, I just do that's fact. And I don't feel no shame, it's a mood you lack. I go crazy, nah bitch I ain't lazy. Track after track, I work on the shit daily. Pass me the jack, right as fuel, got me hazy. About to unpack all these things I've been chasing. I've got visions in my head, like memories after death. To be a legend instead of something you can forget. I'm living up every breath, I'd rather lead than be led. I'll fill the seeds as I spread with every word that I've said. How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel?
Hey guys, how you going? I can't find my screen. Oh, there it is. How you going, Timmy? Can you hear me?
Hello.
Yay. How you going?
Oh, it's echo.
Oh, not again? Oh, no. Okay, I'll say, how you going out to lunch, Deb, Alex? Who else have we got in here? Charlie, Janelle, Sherry, J1. Yeah, Dr. Timmy's in the house. Wayne, Dealey. Good to see you guys. Yeah, Dr. Timmy's got a bit of an echo at the moment. I don't know why. I'm going to try and sort this out again.
I'm closing apps on my end.
Okay. Yeah, this is a bit of a test because it's supposed to be going to Rumble as well, but it's not working. And I don't know why. There's 3 people waiting on Rumble for this to start. It's not working. I think I'm going to have to study Restream for the next 2 days.
If I remember correctly, didn't Alex figure out that there was a video? Dang it all. You had a tab open with a video.
Yep, but I don't have one open now. Do I? Hang on. Nope. No, I don't have a video tab open now. It's just on the on Brave. So it shouldn't be doing it by all means, but it is. So I'm not 100% sure why. I can't see anything on my end.
Is it still echoing?
Yep.
Oh, you came in real clear for a minute there.
Yeah, I switched microphones.
Ah, okay. Does it sound better to you?
There's an echo.
You still got one. I don't know why that's happening.
Check my settings here.
I'll check mine too. Actually, go back to YouTube. If I I'm going to change a setting. Just let me know if you can still hear me. I'm going to just keep saying hello. Hello, 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 hello. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So you can still hear me. Is that better for you?
No, it's. Well, I'm trying to figure this.
Okay.
On.
I've just put it back on the original setting. It's like having two Timers. Oh, no.
That's a nightmare.
Goodness me. Okay, well, I'm going to read some news while maybe we try and work this out. Brian Cates, political columnist and pundit, said you'll see the real Epstein evidence, not the fake shit the bad guys planted inside on their way out the door, which they have, when Trump is done using it as leverage to force certain national leaders to do shit they'd never do in a million years to reverse all the shit they've been doing to the world for over 100 years. Thank you for your attention to this matter. I didn't think of that before. Actually, he will use it as leverage until he's finished with it, and then it'll be released. But he needs it right now to use against them. That's interesting. MJ Truth Ultra said a few people have recently told me I've changed since Charlie Kirk was assassinated, and they've been disappointed with how I've handled it. I won't argue whether that change is for the better or worse. I'll leave that to you. But I admit, yes, I've changed. I'm angry. I'm hurt by what happened, yet my resolve is stronger than ever. I changed in 2018 when I realised how much I'd been lied to about President Trump. I changed after the pandemic when they tried to force poison into my veins. I changed during the 2020, 2022 and 2024 elections. If you're not changing, you're not evolving, you're not learning from experience. That's the journey. The outcome of your transformation depends on your source of truth. Mine comes from God. Every day I pray for him to use me and protect me from deception. I'm not perfect. Sometimes I fail. But at the end of each day, my conscience is clear. Hear, mate. I have a fierce desire to do what's right. I care deeply about my work and about everyone who places even the smallest bit of trust in me. So yes, I've changed too, and I hope you have too. Which we all should be constantly changing. I think as new information comes to light, you should change and just don't rely on just any information. You've got to use discernment and look for yourself as well. So, okay. Oh, this is interesting. I want Timo back on, though, to be able to talk about this one. That's if you can jump on. Okay. We'll wait for Timo for that one. Rosita Diaz, this is interesting. A telephone conversation today with a very nice young lady from Pakistan. This is how it went. Good afternoon. How are you today? I'm very well, thank you for asking. How are you? And more to the point, who are you? My name is Asmita, and I'm calling you from Microsoft. Oh, you know, those Microsoft calls you get. Say there's something wrong with your computer and only they can help you undo it? Okay. Microsoft, is that a city in Pakistan? No, Microsoft, the computer company. I'm calling to tell you that we found a problem with your computer. Really? That's quite concerning. Yes, it can become very serious indeed, but thankfully I'll be able to fix it for you. I wish I could do that in their accent. No, I mean, it's very concerning because I don't have a computer. You don't? No. Oh, sorry for my mistake. It must be a problem on your laptop. I don't have one. iPad? Nope. Tablet? I have none of these things. As a matter of fact, I don't have a telephone. After a few seconds of thoughtful silence, she said, "Ah, you are lying to me now." I said, "Well, you started it." That's one way to handle those callers. That's interesting. So how you going now, Timmy?
I just switched browsers.
You switched
It
browsers.
didn't help.
It didn't help. Oh, no. I wonder if there's anything I can do on my end to help.
Let me. You keep reading. I'll check. What it might be.
Okay. I'll read that one in a minute again. Oh, okay. Unseen One said people like Rand Paul and telling you we don't have the money to fully fund Social Security are like people telling you we can't find $5 billion to fund the wall. The fact is that we can't find the money. It's that It's that they don't want to fund the programs because it will take away from their pet projects or hurt their donors. It's the same with those who say we needed to fund the police. As far as Social Security goes, it's a $20 billion a year shortfall at current levels. That's like half a month of tariff revenue to fully fund Social Security for the year at current levels to make it solvent. Sure, you can point out the deficit, and that's fine. But remember, the deficit will be there regardless. There's no reason why we can't transfer funds from their pet projects to Social Security and keep the same level of spending, even reduce overall spending. It's just a matter of political will. And those pushing lies like it can't be funded don't have the political will to help the citizens of this country, or they simply don't like the program and are afraid to say it. So instead, we get lies like it can't be funded. What about the savings on Doge? Like, yeah. Oh, oddly, I've never heard once about US aid having a shortfall. Like, there would be people who are scamming the system. I'm telling you now. But if they get rid of those people who are scamming the system, I think it might be able to be done. And I used to like Rand Paul, but he's switched a few times. Yeah. Eric Finman said they arrested grandmas for walking into the Capitol on J6, but won't arrest anyone selling this, which is actually destroying entire towns. DEA HQ as priorities and protecting America's apparently isn't one of them. Ban this now. Maha, make America healthy again. Eric Finman said Gavin Newsom's California is drowning in synthetic 70H, a new street drug that is horrific beyond human comprehension. Reports say that after taking high doses of synthetic 7-hydroxymitragynine, can't say that. Timmy, do you know how to pronounce that? Oh, he's too busy.
What's the word?
I don't know if you can see the screen. Hydroxynitrogen. Okay, well, anyway, this drug can trigger catastrophic organ failure, starting with your liver, turning it into a toxic sludge factory. Your kidneys can shut down, filling your blood with waste products that poison every cell in your body. The respiratory depression gets so severe that you're gasping for air like a fish out of water, your lips turning blue as your brain slowly suffocates. The addiction itself rewires your brain so profoundly that without the substance, you're experiencing bone-deep pain that feels like your skeleton is trying to claw its way out of your body. Seizures can strike without warning, your muscles contracting so violently they can snap bones and tear ligaments. Some users also report hallucinations of insects crawling under their skin, leading them to scratch until they create deep infected wounds. The cardiovascular effects include irregular heartbeats that feel like your chest is being crushed by a vice, potentially triggering a heart attack. Your digestive system essentially shuts down Severe constipation so extreme that fecal matter backs up, causing toxic megacolon, where your intestines can literally rupture and spill waste into your abdominal cavity. Long-term use can destroy your testosterone production, causing severe hair loss and triggering a condition called cholestatic jaundice, where your skin and eyes turn yellow as bile backs up in your system. I think by the time you lose your hair, you're probably organs are probably shutting down anyway. The withdrawal is so severe that users describe feeling like their blood has been replaced with battery acid, and uncontrollable vomiting and diarrhea that can lead to fatal dehydration within days. The synthetic versions are particularly dangerous because the dosing is completely unpredictable. What might be fine in one batch could be lethal in the next, turning users into unwitting guinea pigs for untested chemical compounds. And there is a video. And what's that going to show us? Just people on the street. Yep, okay. Well, hopefully we're not showing someone whose organs are actually shutting down. But I thought this was fentanyl. Now it's something else, is it? That's going on here. My God, look at the place. That's really sad, actually. Synthetic 70H, it's called. Okay. I didn't realize this. Jennifer Bond, no job, on welfare in America, and middle class. That should be the other way around, without the minus the wine. But seriously? Well, no wonder they're cancelling, or they're not going to cancel all the EBT, what do you call it? Food stamps. I don't think they're going to cancel them all. I think people who really need them are still going to get them. But I think it's going to filter out a lot of people who are scamming the system, because this is insane. How do you... I always wondered about food stamps. How on earth do you get this much? And it's like people get things for free. It's like, what? Like, we get one payment. We have to pay for everything, including our food, our rent, our bills, our housing, everything. There's no... we don't have money for this stuff. Your fridge looks more like this, minus the wines. Hey, I know that sweet chili sauce there. Is that sweet chili sauce? Okay. Anyway, Gunther Eagleman said Chuck will fold this coming week. Let's see if Gunther Eagleman is correct with his prediction. Apparently, Chuck Schumer's going to fold and open up the government again, or vote to open up the government again. Gunther Eagleman said 100%. Odd, isn't it? Nazis were national socialists that tore down statues, banned free speech, blamed economic hardships on one group of people, instituted gun control, put the state before God, nationalised healthcare, placed strict government regulations on industry. Ladies and gentlemen, I give to you today's Democrats. Yes, I keep saying this. Nazis aren't right-wing. They were left-wing. Okay, Kim Katie USA said DHS raided Pacific Auto Spa in Whittier, California. So many jobs will be opening up for teens in America again. These are all the jobs I saw high schoolers doing growing up until businesses started paying low wages under the table illegally to these illegal aliens. And when they get kicked out, there'll be jobs for kids again. And I do believe kids should be working from 14 even if they want to. Depends on when they want to. Depends on when the parents want to let them. Got nothing to do with the government. They shouldn't be used as slave labour, but yeah, they should be working and learn. Okay, I thought I'd play this because it's a different side of Erica, because I saw Erica during the other, what was it, his ceremony, Charlie Kirk's ceremony.
He's been creeping me out a little bit.
Who has?
Erica.
Has she?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, a lot of people are saying things like that. A lot of people are accusing her of Well, Candace was accusing her of being on, helping to kill Charlie Kirk. I don't know. But she's accused everyone of doing it, including some Egyptian pilots, I think. I don't know. Then it was Trump, or Trump's FBI, the government. But anyway, Gunther Eagleman said Erica Kirk reacts to the defence's attempt to block cameras from the trial of the man accused of killing Charlie Kirk. Let everyone see what true evil is. And I agree with her on this one. I think the court case needs to be open and aired.
The defense wants to ban cameras in the courtroom. How do you feel about that?
There were cameras all over my husband when he was murdered. There have been cameras all over my friends and family mourning. There have been cameras all over me, analyzing my every move, analyzing my every smile, my every tear. We deserve to have cameras in there. Why not be transparent? There's nothing to hide. I know there's not, because I've seen what the case is built on. Let everyone see what true evil is. This is something that could impact a generation and generations to come.
The defense wants to ban cameras in the courtroom.
Okay. So even she's calling for transparency in this court case, which I would love to see, because everyone needs to know. One way or another, everybody needs to know. And everyone can pick it apart if they like, but we need to see it. Okay, this is a surprise to me. Gunther Eagleman said, God bless our Christian brothers and sisters. Ian Yeager said, breaking, Nicki Minaj thanks President Trump in a public statement for working to help Christians in Nigeria. Wow. Thank you to the president and his team for taking this seriously. God bless every persecuted Christian. Let's remember to lift them up in prayer. I did not have Nicki Minaj on my bingo card. Okay. Carly Bones said, found one of those FIFA by the White House. Huh? FIFA. Oh, my goodness. Can they not spell it, or is that on purpose? Or 42 million Americans will lose food assistance November the 1st. Release the what? Epstein files? You got the left, the right, the middle, all crying for the Epstein files, and I think they're still coming. I really do believe that. And this one, but I need Timmy. A Midwestern doctor, did you know the news used to regularly air stories about people's lives being ruined by V's? The things I got deleted for. That all changed after Clinton let Farmer buy out the media. Here I compiled 54 mind-blowing news segments they'd never air today. Oh, okay, it's in here, is it? Holy, wow. Story at a glance. Something about V's, their promise of simple injection being sufficient to safely and effectively end all diseases, and by the way, I'm not a doctor. Tim is, but I'm not, has always deeply appealed to the minds of government officials. Unfortunately, that promise is often a lie, so over and over, unsafe and ineffective, V's enter the market. When this happens, the officials who are invested in them do everything they can to protect the V's from scrutiny and cover up each red flag that emerges, and the medical field has dutifully complied. In previous decades, the press was much less, oh my God, I can't talk today. much less corrupt than it is now, and occasionally would air real investigations into what happened, which highlighted the immense suffering many have faced. Collectively, these segments both show how much more candid the media used to be about issues, and how closely many of the things discussed back then are exactly the same as the lies we face now. Since those TV programs made many who were suffering from the V injuries realise they were not alone, this created a massive PR problem with the V industry, which was eventually solved by preventing any future segments from airing. This article was written in the hope that collective amnesia could be broken, as we are now at the precipice of the pharmaceutical industry's grip over the media being broken. For that reason, in this article, I compiled 54 news reports on the dangers of V's, which have been almost entirely forgotten and would never be aired today. Oh, let me just try and close that. A key theme I've tried to highlight in this publication is the same medical catastrophes keep repeating because those responsible are never held accountable. So by understanding what happened in the past, you can see and understand what is happening now and what will likely happen in the future. For example, because Vs are risky but necessary, the medical profession and government again and again concluded that they need to tell the public that all Vs were safe and effective, as the potential injuries a mass V campaign would cause were outweighed by necessary benefit the Vs could offer. As such, examples can be found again and again of severe injuries being systematically covered up for the greater good. If you ever hear the greater good, you could run the other way. Example, the earliest documented example I know of this happened in 1874 with the smallpox one, and health authorities concocting the same set of excuses we've seen since smallpox as to why those Vs fail to prevent the diseases they're supposed to. Since the risks outweigh the benefits for most of them, a mass V paradigm can only be sustained by censoring all evidence of harm and then using that absence of evidence as proof that they're safe. As such, over the decades, we've seen more and more being done to conceal those harms. For example, as I showed here, for almost a century, severe neurological injuries following Vs were routinely reported in medical literature. Now, however, V injuries are censored and it's virtually impossible to get anything critical of Vs published in a reputable academic journal. That's because they own everything. Likewise, despite the science saying they're safe, it's nearly impossible to get a hold of any raw data set which could objectively answer that question, which Steve Kirsch wrote awoke the public to throughout COVID by publicising the endless stonewalling he ran into during his relentless quest to get that data. Note, VAERS, a publicly available inquiry database the public could submit to, was originally created as part of the 1986 Childhood V Injury Act to address unwillingness by both doctors and V makers to ever report injuries and hence claim the absence of them was evidence they didn't happen. Once the act was enacted, the media, government and medical industry has done all they could to sabotage and disparage it, as they never wanted an open reporting system. Oddly enough, one of the few data sets we got access to on the dangers of COVID-V originated from South Korea, where electronic medical records from the National Health Insurance Service, totaling roughly half of Seoul's population, were analysed, which revealed a large increase in many common disorders. Bursitis, rotator cuff syndrome, frozen shoulder, Quervain tenders. Oh my God. Where's Timmy when you need him? Oh. Endometriosis, I know that one. Bruise, shingles, visual impairment, tinnitus, middle ear disease, periodontal disease, disc herniation, spondylosis, plantar fasciitis, I don't know. Achilles tendonitis. Fasciitis. Thank you, Timmy. Achilles tendonitis, menstrual disorder, alopecia, warts, glaucoma, inner ear disease, and other ear disease. Wow. Following this, another study was published which revealed that COVID-Vs caused a 68% increase in depression. Wow. A 44% increase in anxiety and dissociative, stress-related, and somatoform disorders, and a 93.4% increase in sleep disorders. I mention this both because it's unconscionable no one was ever given access to the databases which could have shown these serious issues, and because recently they completed a study. Everyone who's been seen rapid cancer following the COVID-V has waited years for, assessing the link between COVID-V and cancer. It found 6 were significantly elevated in V recipients 1 year after receiving it. Thyroid cancer plus 35.1%, stomach cancer plus 33.5%, colorectal cancer plus 28.3%, lung cancer plus 53.3%, breast cancer 19.7%, and prostate cancer at 68.7%. By the way, only men can have prostate cancer. I am right there, aren't I, Timmy? Can you hear
What
me?
was that again?
I said only men can get prostate cancer. I am right, aren't I?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Just making sure. Additionally, they found many cancers were increased by boosting pancreas 125%, stomach 23%, brain 24%, esophagus 21%, liver 17%, bile ducts 55%, bladder 21%, cervical 27%, prostate 26%, and Hodgkin's lymphoma 201%. Note the increase in pancreatic and stomach cancer was statistically significant. If you take a step back and consider how many people receive the Vs, the social cost of cancer spikes like these is staggering, and the decision to withhold data like this from the public to avoid creating V hesitancy was one of the greatest crimes of the COVID catastrophe. In this article, I've tried to compile every media appearance where safety was debated. You will notice throughout the clips, there's clips, that the same lines were used to protect the schedule. We just need to do more research before changing anything, and we'll soon conduct the research. But decades later, we still need more research. And that many of the things the V safety advocates warn against were vehemently denounced for suggesting later came to pass. Wow. Actions like this were only possible due to the corporate media suppressing all dissent against the Vs, even when large numbers of Americans felt the mandatory Vs were severely injuring or killing their recipients, and the press hence had a foundational duty to cover. And they didn't, because they're being funded. In a response to FOIA requests by the Blaze, Biden's HHS revealed that it purchased advertising from major news networks. And this is just in America, but I'm sure it's all over the world. ABC, CBS, NBC, as well as cable TV news stations, Fox News, CNN, and MSNBC, Legacy Media, New York Post, Los Angeles Times, and the Washington Post, digital media companies like BuzzFeed News, Newsmax, and hundreds of local newspapers and TV stations. These outlets were collectively responsible for publishing countless articles and video segments regarding the V that were nearly uniformly positive about the V in terms of both its efficacy and safety. Funnily enough, so did Sky News Australia. People forget that conveniently. So did our ABC, 7, 9, 10, SBS, you name it, they all did it. Note the amount spent per network is unknown, but likely totaled $1 billion. Additionally, in 2009, the HHS secretary testified to Congress about similar partnerships, example with Sesame Street, to promote the H1N1 V. Because of this, many people in the media wanted to speak out against the Vs, but effectively could not. And to my knowledge, other than a few Fox hosts slightly criticising them, only two did. One, a recently hired reporter at a local station on live television, announced Fox was muzzling stories the public wanted to hear and was promptly fired, after which she provided secret recordings to Project Veritas corroborating the censorship. The other was Tucker Carlson, who was able to leverage both being the most popular news host in America and having a show which did not rely upon pharmaceutical funding to speak out against the Vs without being fired. Nonetheless, this was still a huge risk for him, and eventually, after airing this remarkable 4/19/23 segment, which took a lot of courage at immense cost to Fox News, was immediately fired. After leaving Fox News, Tucker began speaking openly about how much pharmaceutical money prevented stories, highlighting their dangers from ever being aired. Likewise, other former news hosts have corroborated his accounts. For example, Megyn Kelly, Cheryl Atkinson, acclaimed CBS investigative journalist, has chronicled hers. Okay, who else? Mass censorship. The Vietnam War was considered by many to be an event that broke the public's trust in the federal government. Note, many believe a specific event which turned the American public against the Vietnam War was My Lai Massacre, an event where American soldiers decided to commit war crimes against Vietnamese civilians until a different group of American soldiers on their own volition decided to stop the massacre. Wow. I went back and forth on explicitly detailing this in an article, as I believe it's critical to understand what war brings out in people, but I eventually decided it was too graphic for many of the readers. We should know all this. We shouldn't be such snowflakes to think, oh, it's too graphic. We can't show them. We need to know the reality. Okay? I'm sorry, and I'm sorry if it hurts people or their feelings, but we need to know reality.
Agreed.
Yeah, and we need to know the
Actually,
truth.
Go ahead.
Exactly. Okay, this loss of trust in government, of course, alarmed the government and led to the Pentagon conducting a coordinated campaign to prevent this from happening again, which was accomplished by ending the draft and switching to an all-voluntary army and ensuring the public was only fed a sanitised picture of what happened in each future war. Example, with embedded journalists providing government-approved footage and mass media being strongly discouraged from providing any footage which exposed the horrors of each war. We need to see those horrors, and I'm sorry again. We cannot be snowflakes. We need to see these things. That's the only way to ensure that these things don't happen again. Note, Major Colin Powell was one of the Pentagon officers who led the effort to cover up the Melee massacre. He then rose through the ranks, eventually becoming George Bush's Secretary of Defense, and infamously lied to the UN about Iraq's weapons of mass destruction, a lie that killed hundreds of thousands of people and cost the US trillions of dollars. Powell's case is one of many which illustrates how much the government rewards those who cover up its atrocities. It is hard to even begin to describe how much work was put into hiding the horrors of war from the public, and sadly, it was remarkably effective, transforming war from something much of the American public vehemently opposed to an abstract idea they were largely apathetic towards, and that's why you need to show everything. You cannot have an apathetic people. Note, the best documentary I've seen explaining how military propaganda transformed as the decades went by is Why We Fight. It's a documentary, apparently. Sanitizing of war, in turn, has many parallels to the evolving medical censorship we've faced. For example, the same public relations firm that created a heart-wrenching but entirely made-up testimony to drag the US into the Gulf War has a long history of working with the pharmaceutical industry and was contracted to both promote the COVID narrative and eliminate V hesitancy. Turning points in medical censorship. Numerous medical catastrophes have happened which provoked widespread public outrage, and like the Vietnam War, those events brought the government to conclude that it was imperative the public was prevented from becoming aware of future medical atrocities. Some of those events include the polio vaccine. In 1955, after an expedited approval, a much heralded V was released by the government. Oh, sometimes I'm saying the word and sometimes I'm calling it a V. 2 weeks later, cases began emerging across America of children who had become paralyzed in the limb that was injected with the Salk's polio V. After some investigation, it was discovered that only 2 of the 5 V manufacturers had produced the same safe Vs used in the clinical trial, which meant many of the Vs in the public got, which at the time were a new experimental technology, had never been tested in humans. Sounds similar, doesn't it? At the urging of Salk, when the vaccine, I've done it again. I can't help myself. I can't censor myself. I'm not a doctor. Go see a doctor if pain persists. Okay, at the urging of Salk, when the V was mass-produced, a different and less safe production process was used for the V so the orders could be met. Note, this also happened with the COVID one, and many now believe it's a key reason to why they're so dangerous. Bernice Eddy, an NIH employee, had immediately discovered this mass-produced V caused paralysis in monkeys. Note, Eddy had previously upset the NIH after she discovered that adenovirus Vs caused cancers, which caused the NIH to put up innumerable obstacles to her work. But eventually, Eddy won, and adenovirus Vs stopped being given to children, at least until COVID-19, as the J&J V is a modified adenovirus. Of all the paralysing Vs came from the same manufacturer, Qatar Laboratories. Note, later paralysing lots were also identified from Wyeth, better known for making highly dangerous DPT vaccine, which also had major hot lot issues. I can't help myself. I can't censor myself. But the general public was never made aware of the other hot polio lots, which the head of the CDC's polio surveillance unit believed was done to prevent the public from realising the polio V in general was unsafe and ineffective. The early FDA delegated testing of the Vs for safety to the V manufacturers rather than doing so itself. Note, I believe this is a key reason why hot Vs, that lots that disproportionately injure their recipients, are a recurring issue with our Vs. Oh, wow. There were many safety concerns with the testing of the Salk V, but the professional publications chose to censor them and instead continually repeated the message that the V was completely safe and effective. The public was understandably outraged about this. The government found itself in a public relations crisis, and numerous lawsuits dragged out against Qatar in courts. In response to this happening, the federal government then decided to assume a direct involvement in each aspect of the V program, thus switching from being a largely neutral external auditor to being a major stakeholder. As you might guess, this conflict of interest made the government be motivated to cover up any safety issues with its Vs, example, to protect its investment or to not look bad to the public. And before long, business as usual resumed with the polio V. Wow. To quote Turtles all the way down, perhaps the most disturbing element of the entire program has been the disparity between the risks that were known to be involved and the repeated assurance of safety. Paul Mayer, Professor of Epidemiology at the Johns Hopkins University School of Public Health. The National Foundation, in a memo sent to doctors, also stated emphatically that the polio V was completely safe and that the risks of ensuing paralysis was zero. The best way to push forward a new program is to decide on what you think the best decision is and not question it thereafter. And further, not to raise questions before the public or expose the public to open discussion of the issue. Paul Mayer speaking at an expert panel on the V. This is crazy. In 1965, years after the Qatar incident, Bernice Eddy, an NIH employee, had determined that the polio Vs were contaminated with SV40, cancer-causing virus, and not fit to give to the public. When she alerted her superiors, she was ordered to not disclose it to so the public would not lose its trust in the V program, but eventually decided to publish her findings at a cancer conference, after which she was immediately demoted and lost her lab. Wow. In 1959, government officials had become aware their V caused cancer and were frantically trying to find a way to address it. The problem was ultimately a product of cutting costs by producing the Vs with imported monkey kidneys, while simultaneously doing all they could to promote them to the public. As time moved forward, more evidence emerged showing there was widespread contamination in the polio Vs with the SV40 virus. Finally, in 1963, the federal government forced the V manufacturers to stop growing the V on contaminated SV40 monkey kidneys, at which point between 40 to 98 million Americans and many more globally were infected. Although a case can be made, SV40 was present until around the year 2000 in some of the Vs. This in turn led to a massive increase in cancer, which until the COVID Vs was unprecedented. Note, while US health authorities declared SV40 does not cause cancer in humans, many accounts exist of physicians who observed an explosion of it after the polio Vs hit the market. I believe this story is valid as one of the most common therapies we found, which consistently helps solid tumours, which are what SV40 was suspected to cause, appears to function as an antidote to the SV40 virus. More recently, it was discovered that the reckless method that was chosen to quickly mass-produce the COVID Vs resulted in them being contaminated with the promoter region of the SV40 virus, which many in turn suspect is carcinogenic. Although there are also many other potential mechanisms for COVID V carcinogenicity, such as its chronically suppressing the immune system. Decades later, possibly in 1997, Canada's Broadcasting Corporation had a remarkable program where they highlighted recent findings the SV40 virus was being found in tumours, how it caused cancer, and the extensive history of how the polio Vs became contaminated with the virus. There are heaps of videos in this, and I can't play them all. Additionally, many horrible kidney diseases are strongly associated with SV40. Ooh. And likewise have exploded in incidence since polio Vs hit the market. Could that be a reason for diabetes? What do you reckon, Timmy? Are you still there? I don't know. As soon as I heard horrible kidney diseases, isn't diabetes one of them? Sadly,
It'll destroy the
sorry, yep,
kidneys.
it'll destroy them.
Yeah.
Sadly, since SV40 was introduced to the population through the V program and transmits between humans and fetuses, there's been a general reluctance to study its danger or to acknowledge it was still present in the V supply decades later. For those interested, in this 28-minute video by Dr. Susan Humphreys described what happens. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this into the comments section. So I'm going to copy that link and I'm going to put it in YouTube comments section, just so anyone who wants to watch the videos can go and watch the videos, because this would be very interesting to see. One of the most important takeaways from the polio fiasco was an admission the FDA made in the Federal Registrar that any doubts regarding the safety of a V, regardless of their validity, could not be allowed to exist, as that would make fewer people get it. Holy shit. The swine flu fiasco. When the earliest influenza Vs hit the market in 1945, they received minimal interest from the public. Joseph Anthony Morris, PhD, was recruited by the early FDA to conduct the research to prove that those Vs were safe and effective, eventually leading to him becoming the FDA's chief vaccine control officer. Yet after he found they were ineffective, only working 0 to 40% of the time, and unsafe, his superiors ignored his data and released the Vs while claiming they were safe and effective. Like Bernice Eddy, he also faced significant retaliation, being harassed, demoted, losing access to his lab, and blocked from publishing his results. Before being fired, Morris decided to fight the FDA's gross misconduct by hiring a lawyer and going to the Senate. This prompted a 1972 Senate hearing which concluded the issues Morris raised were only the tip of the iceberg, and as a result of the hearing, 32 unsafe, unproven Vs were taken off the market. Most importantly, the conduct of the FDA's, I don't know that word, progenitor, called the DBS, was deemed so egregious that it was scrapped and replaced with the modern FDA, which unfortunately did not fix the rot within the agency. Holy cow.
I've got so much to say, but the echo is killing me.
Oh, no. Tim,
I didn't do a text.
I might have to try and set up Skype again so that you can ring in on Skype and I can just go from Streamlabs how I normally, because that works perfectly, Streamlabs. And I don't think we'll get as much of an echo, or I'll be able to control it if there is one, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I might try to do that next time. I'm so sorry, guys, about this. I was hoping that...
I did send you a text.
Okay.
With directions. Things to try.
Oh, okay. Advice from a friend. Streamlabs, find the restream guest audio source. Restream guest audio source. Where would that be? Oh, shit. Okay, it's over here. Restream guest audio source. Where? Okay, hang on a sec. Mirror camera, replace. Hide camera, keep audio, or remove. Customize. Radius, alignment, no, it's not it either. See, I'm not in Streamlabs, I'm in OBS. which is different and slightly different than Streamlabs. Find the restream guest audio source. I don't know. Settings. Hang on one sec. Audio. Show advanced options. Nope. It's not there.
I just texted him again. I didn't know you were on OBS.
I get you. If I go to see, I'm actually on Restream at the moment, and it's not going through OBS at all. Although I did try, it didn't work. So I'm going to have to do some more research into Restream and why that happens. Hang on, I'm still going through. Nope. Jeez. What a pain. I'm so sorry, Timmy. I'm going to have to... I might even contact you during the week and just get you on a private stream so that we can sort this out. So...
Okay.
Built-in guest. Hang on. If she's using Restream's built-in guest, kill it. Advise her, invite me via StreamYard or Riverside instead. Restream's guest audio is a feedback audio. Well, I'm not in StreamYard and I can't... well, I could have used StreamYard today because I can only... I'm not even streaming to Rumble. So it's not showing me what you're telling me. Restream guest. What is this? Hang on. No, edit name and title, hide camera, keep audio, or remove guest. I don't want to do any of that. Shoot. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to work it. Work it out during the week, Timmy.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
sorry.
sent you some more text to maybe
Keep sending them
later.
because yeah. If I can do it, I will. And I think I'm just going to jump back on Streamlabs and just try and use Skype. I think it might be easier than trying to do it this way, and then I can multi-stream as well. Okay. And I'd love to read this. I'd really love to read this with your input, which is a pain in the bum right now. I'm going to leave it here. I will start this whole article again, but I want Timmy's input. It's a long article, so it's going to take us a couple of hours. Timmy, are you right for that one time? Once I sort all this out, it goes through anthrax and everything. Smallpox, flu shots.
Oh yeah. I said let's do it.
Yep. Okay. I'll keep that page open, and I'm gonna do this one again, guys. So I'm sorry if you were really into that, because I was, and and it's gonna be an interesting one. But there we go. Okay, we'll just finish up this news. Then we can have a chat if you like. Oh no, we can't. You're just echoing. Okay. I might finish up the news and then end the stream and try and work out what's happening, or I might just download Skype again. Okay, Sarah Fields said Dallas, Texas. Oh, I've already read that one. That is the end of the news. Holy cow. Oh, Gateway Pundit is currently offline, is it? No, that was me. Oh, wild body cam video. An Arizona judge busted drunken urinating in public. Cops drag away husband and she resigns in disgrace. Whoops. What's her name? Oh, dear. Yavapai County Superior Court Judge Pro Tempore Christine Schaff Olson resigned in disgrace after being caught urinating in public while heavily intoxicated in Prescott, Arizona. JD Vance sends internet ablaze after he dresses up as his own meme for Halloween. Oh, dear God. Breaking lawless Clinton judge blocks President Trump's proof of citizenship requirement on federal voter registration form. They keep trying to block him, but it keeps getting overturned anyway. Texas DPS arrests smuggler, multiple illegals wearing camouflage bail from vehicle. They jump out and run. Arizona teachers mock Charlie Kirk's assassination with problem-solve costumes. Oh, yeah, and they tried to say that they had them last year and that they didn't mean anything. Yeah, right. Or something like that, I think. Hang on. I better go and have a quick look. And they deleted it shortly after it appeared online. But it went viral in between that time anyway. He attempted to downplay the incident, claiming the shirts referred to solving math problems. How does that look like a math problem that's been solved with blood all over it? Huh. Interesting. That excuse insulted people's intelligence. The symbolism was obvious and deliberate. Okay. I also heard they tried to say they had them last year. No, okay. Maybe that was wrong.
Did you see Alex's text? No, her message in the chat about going to restream.
No, hang on a sec. Let me. Just going to restream, speak to Tim there and see if that works. You mean try and take, I don't even know how to take the screen off remove it off the, scene.
I'll read what she sent me. Go to the stream after the news and see if that works. Without any share screen on. If that
I'm
makes
going to have
sense.
to add a scene then. Camera media countdown. I'll just do camera because it's off. Okay, how does that sound?
Sounds good to me.
Do
With
you
no
sound...
echo.
Oh, you're kidding. No echo?
None. Oh,
okay.
God. It's a relief.
It is the desktop audio. Let me have a look at something. That is the desktop. You speak again for a sec.
Hello. Test.
Are you echoing?
Nope, not echoing at all.
Okay. That's interesting. Okay, now let's see what happens if I get...
Famous last words, everybody. Watch us all get disconnected.
Yeah. Yep. Now if I add this backspeak.
What's backspeak? Oh, echoes back.
Echoes back. So it shares screen. When I share the screen, you echo.
Oh.
And I can't work out why. There's three little dots on the share screen thing.
Interesting.
So, whoops.
Echo.
Echo back? Okay. I don't know why. Ah. Yeah, okay, yeah. I thought it was that something to do with share. You can have a chat after, but it'll probably echo if you do a share screen. Yeah, it's a share
Why is
screen
that?
that's echoing.
That makes
Oh,
0 sense.
I know. Um,
Hmm.
even the audio mixer, I can't work out how to get it to. Oh, that was on Streamlabs where you can do monitor and output and all that sort of thing. I was sure you could do it on OBS. Maybe not.
That's
Advanced
crappy.
audio. Aha, hang on. Okay, guys, let me know if you can hear Timmy still. Talk, Timmy.
Hello, can everybody hear me? As we wait for the comments.
Yeah, we'll wait for the comments and we'll also switch it over to screen to see if that works now. Okay, talk now, Timmy.
Is there an echo? There is.
There is.
There is again. Okay. So that's not making any difference. Jeez.
Weird.
Okay, this is something I definitely have to sort out before going live again. And also, I think I'm going to try just to go through Streamlabs and just download Skype.
Is there a way for us to test this, like maybe an hour or two before the chat, and then we can sort it out? Or does it have to be like, is there a way to go live on YouTube and be like private so nobody can see, kind of thing? Is there
I don't
such a
know. I
thing?
think you could probably. Oh, I don't know, actually. I really don't know.
Alex said it's a share screen that's echoing, but why? Doesn't
Yeah, I
make
know.
sense.
I can't work it out. There's no setting for like sharing the screen or and
Because it makes
having
sense
an
that
audio.
maybe
It's
it
so weird.
opens up something. Oh, because it's internet based. I wonder if that's what it is. So it's internet. It's like voice over internet. Maybe it's something to do when you open a tab. Yeah.
Okay.
That it screws up that audio stream.
I've changed something else, so let's try again. Speak to me.
All right.
Have you
It
got?
is still an echo, but it's not as echoey.
Okay. How's that for the chat? Everyone, let me know. It's going to take a minute for the chat to catch up. Hey, Faye, how you going? Cassandra, Stu, everyone.
Stu's awfully nice. Doesn't mind hearing me times two.
Yep. We have questions for Dr.
maddening.
Timmy. Still echoing. Okay. Alex said it was still echoing.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is, we're going to have a question time if you want for Dr. Timmy, and he can he can't, he may not be able to tell you exactly what to do, but he would tell you what he would do if he were in that situation, maybe. Is that right, Timmy?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's how we do it. Yep.
As far as the V's go, think of it like a bee sting, and how your body reacts after a bee sting when you just take a little tiny bit of venom and inject it into your body.
Yep.
And what happens? Some people die, but like, you shouldn't be injecting that stuff into your body. It'll react, and I don't know why this is a mystery to people.
Oh, Timmy dropped out. Oh no. Oh, that's terrible. We're having a really hard time at the moment. Sorry, guys. Trying to work out some bumps and that, and I don't know if Restream's going to be the way to go. Obviously, because of the echo. Okay, till Timmy comes back. Or will he come back, actually? Okay, breaking Trump signals possible US. Yes, he's back. Okay. We'll add you to the stream, Timmy, and then I'll remove
Oh, remove
that
what?
screen so we can hear
Oh,
you without the echo.
okay.
Yeah.
To me, it's just
So,
common sense. Like you don't run into the street with a paper sack over your head, kind of common sense.
yeah, exactly. You don't inject. We're born with a immune system for a reason.
And I just don't see how it. Well, like colonoscopies, for example, speaking of things we put into our body, that here in the States, like it's like 1 in 1,200 people die going in for regular colonoscopy screening, but that's never out there.
Yeah.
And
Alex just gave me a really good idea.
okay,
Uh,
Alex is full of those.
yeah, add the screen. Oh no, it's come back the same as it did. Oh shit, okay. It's not giving me the option to share audio or not on the screen. Ah, bugger.
Nobody invited the echo.
Are you still echoing now?
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll go back to this. Okay. Sorry, what were you saying to me before I cut you off? I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's all right. Colonoscopies, people die or they get injured. I know plenty of cases where you end up with a colostomy.
Yep.
Oops, sorry, my dog is barking at people who dare walk by.
That's okay. That's their job.
And I don't recommend colonoscopies, but that's just my recommendation.
Yeah, I don't recommend them either, actually. I really, from experience, I do not recommend.
Especially if they tell you 50 and older, you should be getting it, but no. I've seen too many people get injured by it.
Yep, you're better off sending your poop away to get tested.
Well, they're stuffing a camera in your rear, and they could perforate your bowel.
Yep.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Oh, Alex just asked for my email. Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
there's
I'm preoccupied for a moment. Sorry about that.
That's okay. I think Faye wants to get in contact with you because she's got a lot of
Can you
things
hear me?
malfunctioning. Yeah, can you hear me?
Okay, I'm back. Okay, I guess. Yeah.
Yep.
Here.
Yeah, there's someone in the comments who wouldn't mind getting in contact with you because they're having a few problems there.
All right.
Yep.
Who's
A Faye.
Okay. Just didn't know if it was a regular or a new person or an old person that's now new again.
Yeah, one of the originals.
That's funny.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Insert name here. That's true.
Well, they could do a lot of work with analyzing, like, it's kind of gross, but you could pretty much find like evidence of cancer or ulcers or all sorts of stuff if they send you a bag and you have to take a poo in it.
Yep.
And then you send it off for analysis, and then it catches a lot of stuff. But doctors who've set up their whole practice this way, whole hospitals have done it across the United States. So it's like a lab that they've spent millions and millions of dollars on. So they don't want you pooping in the bag.
Yeah.
They want you going in there and so going to shove a camera inside you. And quite honestly, like
That's terrible. Well, are they sick or something?
well, they make a lot of money, it turns out. So
There you go. Yeah, they make a lot of money each one they do.
yeah, it's I don't know, it's probably the wrong forum to talk about that stuff. I can send it to Alex. She can stick it in the chat. Sending Alice the email, or Alex the email. Alice. So where are we at with the vaccines? This is where that having a visual would help.
Yeah.
Darn it. Do you have the Twitter link that you used for that article, or?
Yeah, I've already put the link in the chat earlier. You want me to put it in again?
Well, maybe I can find it. I didn't. Did it cut out again?
I don't know.
Oh, there it is.
Doesn't seem to be going very well, does it?
No.
This stream for some reason. I think, honestly, the best thing to do would be for me to just download Skype again and go that way through Streamlabs. It's easy for me. I know how to use Streamlabs.
Okay, and would I use Skype then to call in, or?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, it'd be that way instead. That way, I think I've got a lot more options if it does echo to try to minimize that, you know?
Another day. Bummer. That's okay.
I know. Yeah, Cassandra, I don't trust current docs in hospitals and after C19.
Oh, that was
Oh,
the
Alex,
best awakening. You should be grateful. What's that?
yep, Alex has put your email in there. Dr. Timo28, PM me at pm.me. Yep.
Yep.
Cool. So,
Yep, I
yep.
texted to her.
Yeah, Timo is an alternative type of.
Yeah, let's just say I woke up.
You're a mainstream doctor who woke up. That's what you are.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
some background pathology there too. And then when I got cancer and then got put in remission, I was put on a medication to keep me in remission that cost $3,500 US a month.
Jeez.
Out of pocket. That's after insurance, by the way. So
oh, no.
and then the side effect was dying of heart failure in 5 years.
Oh no.
So I was like, well, that doesn't sound right at all. Yeah, so taking my knowledge from pathology background and like there's got to be another way. Then I woke up. Yeah.
Then you decide to, you want to try and fix yourself, so you start looking.
And when this whole COVID-19 stuff started, I was like screaming from the hilltops and not being listened to at all. Like, no, it's all wrong. Everything is wrong.
Yeah.
I should say C19, but.
Yeah, you can say COVID.
But it's a coronavirus. It's a retrovirus. It's common cold. I mean, there's dozens of, well, hundreds and thousands of different variations. And
yeah.
It changes a little bit because of cold, but you don't have to. You can prevent it altogether, which would be another talk show.
Yeah.
You don't ever have to catch it. And if you do, you catch it for a few days.
There you go. Yeah, well, I haven't caught it since vitamin C.
Oh.
I haven't really caught a cold since I've been taking vitamin C. Oh, plus hydroxychloroquine.
And
zinc.
D3.
And D3.
And zinc.
And magnesium.
And if you take vitamin D3, take it with K2 and glycinated magnesium.
Yeah, magnesium glycinate. It has to be magnesium glycinate.
And the D3, K2, and magnesium altogether will bring it where it needs to be. Otherwise, you're just making expensive poo.
Yeah.
For the most part. Like, and I think we don't need to flush any more money down the drain.
No.
Anybody?
That's exactly right. Yeah, no one wants to flush any money down the toilet, believe me.
Yeah, but you go to the grocery store and they never tell you that. The doctor tells you vitamin D3, and then you take it for a year and you go in and your hydroxy vitamin D level is at 40. You should keep it for cold and flu season, preferably 50 and above. I'd say the best spot to be is 80, and you can just go and if you're on the state side, you could go to a Quest diagnostic and probably pay out the nose, or just call your doctor and get a prescription to
Yep.
have your blood drawn. I'm not sure how it works in England and Australia.
Yeah. I think you have to
And
get a certain blood test of all your levels and stuff.
you don't have to have a physician review it. That was the old school way. You can stuff it into grok or something. But just be careful of grok because it gaslights and hallucinates. So
Yeah, they all do. All the AIs do. They all hallucinate, and I don't trust them either.
or email me and
Yeah, email.
I'll look over it.
Yep.
Just
I've sent
cross
my.
up your name and stuff and just give me the data. You don't have to send me the whole thing with your name.
I've sent everything with my name to Timmy.
It's safe, but
Yep.
I'm just saying if privacy is a concern and you don't know me from Adam.
Yeah. Just black out your name and send it to him, just, yeah.
Yeah, and I'll just look it over and take a peek. The ones I recommend would be hydroxy vitamin D. That's what they call it officially, but the magnesium and all that stuff done, CBC, complete blood panel. So
Yep. Poo review. Deb said.
I would, God bless the people who do that, but
yeah, but don't send it in the mail, okay? I know you can't.
It does go to the mail.
Yeah.
No, I don't want your poo in the mail. No, thank
that's
you.
what I'm trying to say. Yeah, don't send to me. That's not gonna like from overseas. I don't think it'll work very well. I don't think it'll keep very well, and probably has a lot of bacteria by the time it gets there, and then you've got all sorts of weird diseases.
Yeah, there's
that aren't really there, only that the travel took so long that they all built up while they were traveling.
Yeah, anything that was there has now been magnified.
Oh dear.
I don't do that anyway.
Yeah. Timmy knows all about me, so don't worry too much.
Well,
my name, my
roommate,
address, my medical history, just about.
It's okay, we're friends.
Yeah, we are.
So my roommate got his identity stolen by an illegal immigrant, and the people actually, the band who had it actually improved his credit. Like,
oh really?
He had a great credit score and everything. He owned a house and 2 cars. So
wow.
they did catch him.
Oh, good.
And everything got removed. But I was like, well, you got to be thankful. Who has that story? It's an awesome story.
Yeah. Goodness.
But identity theft, yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's this. I'm not sure if it works overseas, but here in America it works great. I got this thing called Patriot Protect. I'm not sponsored by them at all, but it is rather pricey. But all the spam calls, emails, like everything disappeared from the internet. It's been silent for the first time in probably 5 years on my cell phone and my email, and junk mail stopped. They do it all. It's like $50 a month, but
goodness.
For me, it was totally worth it.
Yeah, I've been added to some group chat. I don't know who it is, and obviously someone else in that group chat doesn't know who it is because they said, "Who's this?" And I'm not even answering. I'm not clicking on it. I'm not answering. I don't know who they are.
Yeah, because once you answer or unsubscribe from an email or a chat, or email specifically, then you've just basically verified that, oh, we've reached a living person.
Yep. Yes, I'm not even opening it. Hopefully I can find a way to block it before I open it. Yeah, because someone else has obviously been sent it too, and we're all in the same. I don't know. There's like 5 or 6 people or something in there, and someone's messaged, "Who's that? Who's this?" Yeah, I'm
Deb,
not responding to any of it.
Deb says, what did she say about mental illness, Deb? Mentally ill, he is very helpful.
No, mentally ill. He is very helpful. So if you have mental
is it?
problems, he's very helpful as well.
Oh, okay, comma. Okay, yeah, that helps.
Yeah. The comma
Like,
after mentally ill, right? Comma. He's very helpful. So if you're mentally ill, he's very helpful.
well, it reminds me of a grammar example that my dad gave me. Like, there's a difference between helping your Uncle Jack off a horse than helping your Uncle Jack off a horse. Like,
That went over my head, Timmy. Straight over
okay,
my head. Phew.
there's a difference between helping my Uncle Jack, off his horse, then
Yep.
to take out the comma, then helping my Uncle Jack off a horse. Jack off is
Oh,
like
yes,
masturbate.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. No, yes, I get it. Yeah, that went over my head the first time, but I got it the second time. Bit slow on the uptake there.
And of course, I put an accent on it. How'd she put it? Mentally ill he is. Like,
Yeah. How Deborah mentally ill he is.
very, very helpful, even though he's nuttier than squirrel turds.
Yep.
No, it's
No kidding. Stu said, I didn't know about toilet lickers before I watched you. Yeah, remember the people licking the toilets, for God's sake.
oh my God, that's right.
For some
I mean,
viral.
you'll be lucky
Chocolate
if you you'll catch something. It won't be a virus.
Be severe infection or something, wouldn't it?
Oh, you would probably get
Such bad bacteria, man. I wouldn't. Oh,
tons.
I wouldn't even lick a clean toilet, let alone one that I don't know.
Well, you have to have a good reason to.
Yeah, there's no reason at all in the world I can think of that would make you want to lick a toilet. No reason whatsoever. It's like
Where's
the people
Shannon? No.
Yeah, I know. He's probably busy with the kids. It's like the people who are licking ice cream, putting them back, you know? Except worse, licking a
Special
toilet.
place of hell for them.
Yeah, there really is.
Hmm.
Definitely.
Well,
So I don't know what to do now. Should we wrap it up and then I'll try and
sure.
I'll try and work out the Skype thing, and then we'll do a test before we go live
Yes. I mean,
and see how we go.
and I'll ask my friend how to do that. So, but if you don't know or need some extra advice, or it could either confuse things more or make it easy. I'm not sure. I can't promise.
Well, I think it'll make it easier because I know what I'm doing on Streamlabs.
Right.
I know how that works better than this restream. Like, I can't work out where to go, what to do to find any help on restream. But I know where to go and what to try and do on Streamlabs. If I stuff something up, I know my way around that, you know?
And now I understand, as I was wondered, like, I'm a talk radio fan since I was younger. And I was like, why do you need all these producers? And I think, oh, then Alex is in the background, like essentially being a digital background producer.
Yeah. Do this,
like,
try
oh, that's
this.
why.
Yeah. Do this, try this. Maybe this
That
one.
way the talent can go on and talk without being bothered by all the technical difficulties.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Definitely. Yeah, you got someone else in the room who's doing all the changing all the scenes and doing all the, you know, showing the article on the screen and
Queuing up the slots, as they're called.
yeah.
So you can get your sound bites and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Alex, we can do a live on YouTube but make it private or unlisted until we iron out the problems, and then we can delete it after it's done. So just keep it unlisted and yeah.
Good. I was wondering about that. That was exactly what I was going to ask my friend about. So Alex already knew, of course.
Yeah.
Alex, the producer?
Yep.
You should give her a new name.
Yeah, producer Alex now. Alex the producer? Yeah,
I
God
like
love
it.
yous.
All right. Well, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap this up because it didn't work out as well as I thought it would today. I'm not good with new things. I get used to the old ways and I don't want to change, you know. No, I can't
Same
work
way.
this bloody thing out. So yeah, I'm gonna try on Streamlabs. I'm gonna download Skype. We're gonna have a test run and see how we go on that. How's that?
All right.
Okay. And I won't be here tomorrow because I have to babysit, and then I'll be back on Tuesday.
Okay, good. We'll see you next Tuesday. No, I'm joking.
Yeah. See you in the NT. No, I'm kidding.
All
Oh, it's
right.
funny. Okay. Yep. We'll see you very shortly. I don't
All
want to say
right.
see you next Tuesday now.
Yeah, I could probably join on Tuesday if we figure this out. All right.
Cool. Yeah, it'll be my Tuesday, your Monday, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
No worries.
Bye-bye.
Okay, I'll talk to you
See you later.
soon.
Yes, bye, everyone.
Bye. Okay, how do I... Anyway, okay, what I'll do is I'll just put the outro on and I'll leave because I don't know what else I don't know what I'm doing here. Okay, guys, much love. Thanks for sticking it out with me through the BS, and we will see you back here on Tuesday. Okay, bye, guys. Oh, that's not working.